3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Uh-oh! We lost our druid! No! God damn it. Oh, that is unfortunate. We'll take the tools. We'll take... Oh, Melwell's Grimoire. Nice. We'll take the Grimoire and pass it to Eloth. Primal Flame, for sure. Primal Wind, for sure. But not the money. The money is his. Well, that's unfortunate. We've got another death on our hands.
That older set? I don't want to discuss it.
Jesus. Oh! Oh! You kin with that older set? I don't want to discuss it. And that was both Aloth. Looks like he's suffering the same little situation there. Oh dear, the poor bastard. Oh, we can...
Following your lead.
Poor
Mayorwald. He couldn't contend with all that he knew of himself. A cruel fate.
It may be my fate, too. It may. But Mayorwald knew his curse for all that he succumbed to it. Perhaps he gave you what you need to escape his fate. Let's seek out these ruins he mentioned. We may find something of use. We may. Let's go. Ba 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 da ba da.
Aye, you're right. No sense listening to that old bam part. Damned Virago, not now!
Virago, eh? Alright. Poor Aloth. He's really struggling with this. Hello, Spirit. I have come to report my findings, unfortunate as they are.
I felt Mayorwald's passing. You slew him.
Several of him.
It saddens me to hear it. But part of me is grateful to no longer have to wait and worry in darkness. This place has always known its master, long as it's had one. It has a will all its own, which has little to do with the castle and much to do with the land it's built on. It looks to you as Mayorwald's successor now, whether you care for it or not. A dubious honor, inheriting a fortress both broken and cursed. But in the right hands, it could be so much more. If you had only seen it in its day. Will you stay?
Oh, well, I have always wanted my own keep, even if it is a little cursed. You feel that same emanation of warmth and energy in the air. It is yours, my lord! I cannot begin to tell you how glad, that is, how good it is, to know that the keep is in capable hands once again. I suppose I should mention first that if you mean to travel to Defiance Bay for supplies, there has been a complication of a kind. Eastern Barbican collapsed decades ago, and Mayorwald never got around to rebuilding it. The road here is a dead end. He got as far as gathering materials before he became preoccupied. I could make arrangements to have it repaired, if it is your will. When it ceased to be the previous master's will, I became powerless to do anything about it. For what I am I, but for the master's instrument. It would take time, but far less than finding another route to Defiance Bay. What does being the master of Caer Nua entail? Why, there are many responsibilities involved in maintaining a keep. The extent to which you wish to get involved is entirely up to you, of course. Part of the reason I am here is to ensure that things run smoothly in your absence, provided we have been given instruction. If you instruct me... If you instruct me on which repairs you wish to conduct, I will make the necessary arrangements. These may take some time to complete, but each one will provide you with additional resources once they are complete. Given somewhere to place them, we can hire tradesmen to provide you with supplies or ingredients. Repairing the keep will raise your prestige and draw both helpful individuals and unwelcome attention from bandits and opportunists. If we can raise the keep's security in turn, those will become less of a concern. You should know, however, that the position does come with some risk. Your name will grow in fame, and you must contend with threats to the keep. And then, there are other things. Was there anything else, my lord? How do I repair the Barbican? Mayoral set aside materials for the Barbican, and they are still available to you. In the future, if you wish to make further repairs to the keep, we will need coin for supplies and labor. What do you mean by risks? Mayoral's curse was his own, a watcher's curse, but his predecessors have not fared better. There is a presence within the keep, or rather, far beneath it. At least such has been the conclusion drawn by all who have come to this place. For what spirits still linger in the endless paths, oft speak of a master below. Every effort to settle here has failed. From the time of our Adrian colonists onward, beasts rise from the endless paths until the new lord or lady is no more. The one who dwells below, this master, does not tolerate rivals, it seems. I have seen, from time to time, intrepid explorers descend to lay claim to what answers they can, but none return. This is the force which has kept Caer Nua a barren ruin, and robbed me of my hopes. The endless paths! That, my friend, is where I must go, where we must go if you will go with me. Whatever devils lie beneath, think too what knowledge we can find. Perhaps this master speaks Adrian. But am I not the master of Caer Nua? Of course you are. The keep would have no other. But the endless paths are a different thing entirely. It is unfortunate, really, that they are so closely entwined. If the master below is not dealt with, there will always be a threat to the keep from within. I know it is much to take in, but if you would remain, if you would be lord of this place, then I can only advise you to seek out this foe before it destroys you. Who is this master below? I could not say with any certainty. I believe it must be tied to the man said to have been the architect of the Endless Paths, the Anguithan tyrant, Od Nua. Some claim his spirit endures, or at least has laid a curse upon the site. I cannot imagine much remains of his works, for the ruins have been here 1,000 years or more. But what is left is impressive. The Earl certainly thought so. You may have seen, while below, the hand of the great statue Od Nua constructed. Perhaps it is a statue of Od Nua himself. What are the Endless Paths? The Endless Paths of Od Nua. That is the name given to the labyrinths beneath the keep. The Earl, we were warned by the Glenfathans that this site was cursed, and there is a legend attached to it, though at the time we thought nothing of it. The ruins were built, it is said, by a powerful Anguithan named Od Nua, who ruled there until his people turned against him. They destroyed his endless paths and filled many of the upper tunnels in with soil and stone. No one living knows how far down the tunnels stretch, and few who have ventured there have returned. There is much talk of riches and treasure. The promise of Anguithan relics alone has drawn many fortune seekers. To their deaths, I fear. I have other questions. Yes, how can I help? Time to find this queen in the City of Defiance. You must know, this queen you're looking for, Defiance Bay has no queen. The Mequins of Adir haven't reigned here since the war. The only queen with any power there is Wodica. I am told they erected an exquisite temple in her honor there, but I was never able to see it. If you mean to go there, we can get started right away on repairing the Barbican. You need only tell me what you wish to do, and I'll make the necessary arrangements. Mayoral kept a ledger as it happens, and I've taken the liberty of updating it. You can take a look if you wish. Not right now. As you like. Another time, then. Caer Nua will remain yours. It could be great again, if you should wish it. Should we rebuild, you'll swiftly find that people will be drawn to your service. I, of course, am your faithful servant, and so long as you're master here, we shall always be served. You need not return here to speak with me. Wherever your troubles may take you, you can make your will known to me if you but reach out. Awesome! We have obtained our own castle. Let's bring down this. No, not that one. That's fine. There. Okay,
Yes?
you want to talk again?
I confess, I was hoping our meeting with Mayorwald would go a little differently. But then, you have gained an entire keep. I don't think I've seen anyone inherit land that quickly since Kyne the Younger read her father's will.
What can I say? Fate favors the Highborn. So it does. Perhaps we'll have as much luck in Defiance Bay. You may end up owning half of the Deerwood.
It will give you a base from which to go searching at least. And then, there are secrets beneath the keep yet. With you at the helm, it should be easier to explore the endless paths.
Of course. Alright, with that music change up, let us talk again.
It is good to see you here. I can feel a change in the air already. There is much to do. Is there anything I can do to help?
What is the state of the keep? Where to begin? Let's see here. No events currently pending. Nothing to report. Oh, baby. Upgrades. That's the place. We're going to have to do the Eastern Barbican first, it seems. Looks like we have no other options. Cool. Barracks to recruit hirelings. That's for my party. You must gather your party before venturing forth. We've got security, prestige, and money. The Eastern Barbican increases 2 security and 1 prestige. The Eastern Barbican gates passage to the Woodend Plains, the crossroads between Caed Nua, Durford, and Defiance Bay. Ooh, we can do... It's just done already? Holy shit. Alright, and yeah, I wouldn't mind this too. The Bright Hollow Restoration. Restoring Bright Hollow will allow for you to rest there. Other upgrades can unlock resting bonuses for it. Hell yeah. Alright, 2 days to do that. Nice. Looks like it's just money? Yeah. Cool. So I need 1,400 money for the main keep. Very well. And everything else requires the main keep. Oh. Sorry, not enough money. Yeah, the Warden's Lodge. Nice. Okay then. My lord, there is a matter I hesitate to bring up for its probable insignificance. But as the master of this place, I feel you should be informed of all happening in their surrounding lands. There has been word on the roads lately of a roadman with a burning staff who has been harassing travellers near Magran's Fall. Why is this worthy of my time? It may not be, which is why I was reluctant to broach the subject. But if it continues to be a problem, travellers may come to avoid the area. He may chase off traders or uninvited guests.
I trust all is well. Please let me know.
No questions. What's the state? Okay, so you'll just take me right there. That's fine then. I have some questions. Was this your keep once?
Not as a land is its laws. More as a child is its mother's. This castle was my design, you see. The Earl appointed me to do it. I was getting on in years. I knew it would be my only chance to build something magnificent.
Chance.
When it was built, I couldn't bring myself to part from it. To go back to my lonely home. I begged the Earl to let me stay, to take care of it. It was all I wanted, and he granted it. Years later, when Bereth Susha finally came calling, I begged the Earl to find a way to let me remain, and so he did.
You mentioned this Earl before.
The Earl of Yenwood. The original, in fact, when Deerwood was a colony. He found this site, the only ruin Eir Glanfarth refused to defend, and he believed its wealth would be great. The keep was his way of defending his family's claim, and that claim became his obsession. He had to know what lay beneath. He devoted his life to excavating the ruins below the keep. They had been sealed with rock and soil. Deliberately, it would seem. Years passed, and with them the Earl. He dug his entire life and never found what he sought. His obsession became his sons and his sons' sons. And one day, that young Earl broke through.
And he found the endless paths waiting for him. Yes, an endless maze, incomprehensible in its construction. But he would never come to learn more than that. Vile things had taken residence there. Vile and dangerous. They poured up through the keep and slew its residents, the Earl among them.
After that, the keep remained abandoned. Unused, wasted. Mayorwald's mastery of this place was the first hope I'd had in 200 years. How I've longed to see it as it once was. I can only guess why all this has happened. I fear I've wronged the gods putting this place here, and they've doomed me to watch it wear away into dust. To witness my own folly.
No. We shall repair this, I promise. Are you imprisoned in that throne?
Imprisoned? At times it feels that way, I suppose. But it's more that I reside here. The throne was brought up from the ruins. One of the first things they found. As a last favor to a dying woman, the Earl arranged for me to be moved into it. Audra is an accommodating vessel for a soul. Oh, it's not as confining as it seems. I can feel the whole keep from here, and all things that are tied to it. There's something about this throne and its construction. Or maybe it's something about this place.
Pardon me, terribly sorry. I don't have any more questions. I just said I don't have any more questions! Alright, let's get out of here! We can now actually head onwards and ever forwards. But do I want to head onwards and ever forwards? Or do I want to loop back and take another shot at those guys now that I've actually got some levels on me? Probably not, we did just lose some
like
after
your
all.
breeches, Scholar Lad.
I beg your pardon?
Nothing. I said nothing.
Bit to slick your breeches. Okay. Adolf, you seem to be falling apart pretty quickly here, mate. Was it Bright Hollow that we're constructing and it'll take a few days? I think it is. Let's go take a look. Oh yeah, no, this place needs a lot of work. Oh! The sour odors of rancid grain and spoiled fruit permeate the air. Dust and rusted utensils cover the countertop. Rats skitter among the broken stairs. The plants are dying. The fountain has been shattered. Pillars are strewn about, and cobwebs inhabit the entire goddamn thing. Cobwebs bind the remains of a broken alembic, a cracked mortar, and various shattered bottles and vials to the table. Yeah, no, this needs some work. You can see why it takes 2 days. The shelves creak under the books. Many of the covers are mottled with mildew. Hold on. So let's definitely get that fixed way the hell up. We're actually going to head out the Eastern Barbican so that we can pick up the... what do you call them? So that we can pick up the pathways, the world map stuff. Also, I'm not sure what actually needs to be done to the Western Barbican. Or maybe that's the Western Barbican. That could be the Western Barbican. I don't think it's this Western. Anyway, yes, we have now accessed to our Black Meadows, to Kadnua, the Wood-End Plains. Huzzah! 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 So there's a magician at Magran's Fork making problems. I am now a lord. This area is now under my purview. Let us do some good old scouting. Oh, hello.
Praise does not believe.
Yeah. Oh my word. Run away! He's gone mad! Help! Help! There we go. You need a rest. Like, really goddamn badly. Oh, we can find a rest in here! Oh, Gyako! I know you! Hey, man! Crutch is stowed under the bed. Gyako seems much improved for his time out of the dungeons, though a few fading bruises linger. It's good to see you again. I don't know if I can really thank you enough for your help. Getting here was a little more exciting than I'd hoped, what with all the wolves, but Kolsk and the others have been helping me. I'll be back in the thick of it soon enough. And then maybe I can return the favor, right? What is this place? Used to be someone's home, I suppose. Now it's where we meet sometimes. Kolsk said it was abandoned enough when we found it. It's not all that secret, is it? I suppose it's far enough away from the home. Farewell. Good, good, good. I'm glad you are doing well with yourself. You really do need some healing.
Hey.
Quite badly.
That old watcher. don't know what I expected, but it sure wasn't that.
You said you had some things you wanted to ask.
Nah, it's... well, it's kinda embarrassing now. I just got a dumb idea in my head is all. Don't know why I thought it'd work. It's funny. That's probably the first thing I got my hopes up for in, I don't know, years. At least I got that out of it.
There's no need to be embarrassed. I won't judge.
All right. Guess fair is fair, and you did bring me to see him. Those rumors back in Gilded Vale about my brother, Woden. About how he'd turned against us and fought for Weidwin. Been on my mind for some time now. The thing about Woden was, he always knew what was right, and that's what he'd do. One day he set out to fight for Dyrwood against a man claiming to be our god. So I knew that's what I had to do too. It was right. And hearing claims that he died fighting for Rayed Seras, that got me worried. Not that he'd chosen the wrong side, but that I had. Didn't seem right what Weidwin had in store, but if he really was Aethys,
Shakes his head.
I thought, maybe this old Watcher would know how my brother died. So I could see if it was true. Like he could, I don't know, read it in my soul or something. Use our connection. Told you it was dumb.
Why didn't you ask me for help? I told you I'm a watcher. Guess because I didn't know you. It's hard to trust a stranger that says he's a watcher.
Of course, I knew the truth deep down. A Watcher's not psychic. I think I just had this idea, and the idea made me feel a certain way, and I didn't want to lose that.
Fair, fair. Really, if I want to find out about my brother, I shouldn't be starting with watches. I should be starting with the records. You should be prepared that there may be no record of your brother's death. Wouldn't be any worse off then, would I? Major thinks a moment, his lips twist to one side. He raises his eyebrows. If there was anything written down about it, I'd have it in Defiance Bay. I got an archive at the Palos.
You've done a lot for me already, but if you could see fit to pay that archive a visit with me, well, you know. Knowing my luck, the records clerk will go crazy and try to kill me. I'd feel better with you in there with me.
Of course. And
Yes.
Eloth? So you seem to be muttering to yourself, my friend. Eloth seems lost in thought. He flinches when you draw near, sucking a sharp breath through his teeth.
What can I do for you?
You can start by explaining what's going on.
I wish I could, but as to walking memories and the old man who can no longer distinguish them from reality, I fear I'm at a loss.
That is also Matt Mercer. His lips twitch into a flat smile.
And if Meerwald is to be believed, it would seem you've an uncertain future ahead.
There's no point in speculating now.
Perhaps Defiance Bay holds the answers we need.
Perhaps. But I want to discuss something else. Aethys looks to you with quiet attentiveness. How may I be of service? So we're not just going to ask about him muttering to himself. Alright, fine, that's no worries to me. Let's go. Actually, no, let's not go. We are going to go back to the inn of the local area. Because, again, as I've complained before, time is not an issue here. There is no problem with spending 2 days traveling back and forth just to go to an inn, because there's no consequences of spending that amount of time. It just feels like there should be consequences for spending that amount of time. But honestly, I would quite like to have Ido have more than 3 health and 3 endurance. He's very, very, very nearly dead. Hello.
Gods keep you.
Like a room. Cheapest room you can give me. Thank you.
Welcome.
I'd like to sell some things to you. I'm going to sell this, not the beer. This woman's grimoire, the weapons, the swords, and the spears, and all those other things. The armor, no, we should keep that. Many pieces of badass. We shall sell that away. We shall sell the scrolls. Yes, both of them. From the stash, the weapons, the armors, the caps. That is all. Give me your money. Thank you. We are also going to get out 2 ranged weapons. 200 plus? Sure, why not? 200 plus. That should be enough. Actually, I suppose I could just give... I could just give my weapons off to the other guys. That'd be fine. Gaming supplies... That's too much money. Fuck you. Okay, we good? Let's get back to it. And... Yes, inventory. That's what I'm looking for. I want to get rid of my crossbow and your bow so that you can give a crossbow to you. Doesn't really matter. And you don't need one. So that's fine. We'll eventually have a 6th member of the party. Should I get a healer? Cleric? Nah, fuck it. We'll just go with 5. We're on our way back west, and then...
You must gather your party before venturing forth.
Jamaican's Fork, going away to a place. Finding a wizard, beating him up now, so we can stop having him attack people and drive them away. Hello, Folma. Hello there. Begging your pardon, but you gave me a good fright. I thought I'd heard something rustling through the brush. Suppose that was just you. Silly old me. Don't suppose you happen to need some supplies? I thought I'd make my way over to Maidmer Bridge, but I'm starting to think I'd be better off heading back to town and getting a few more folks together. Better safe than sorry, right? Say, do you hear something? No. Oh shit! That's Chop. Easy peasy. By for a star in the sky, thank you! I've never seen these boats so bold before. Strange times we're in. Here, take this. I'm headed back to Guild Vale for certain, and you can make better use of them. Woohoo! 3 patience, mutter endurance. Thank you, goodbye. That's a nice little interaction there. Oh, hello, more wolves. Oh, fuck me. That's a lot more wolves than I expected. Attack him with your fists. Oh, yes. Rolling ball of fire. Yes, 1,000 times, yes. Yeah, you're fine with your spear right now. You are all good for now. Let's get you. Ooh, speak to the restless. The Watcher speaks directly to the souls of his or her enemies, filling them with dread of what awaits them in the wheel. AoE. Oh, damn. Frightening. Awesome. Let's knock down this bad boy. Fire! It's just rolling away. Okay, you can't class again that quickly. Let's get this one feeling all blurgy. There it goes. And then just pull back.
Your tail ends here.
I shall deal with it.
Just running around trying to find someone to hit. There we go. Summon skeletons. Hey, skeletons! Attack this wolf!